And then we also have the number 3 top story, book review, the Bitcoin Mining Handbook. This is from Siggy47, 8 comments, 3,601 sats. What's this? I feel like I've read that. No, this is a second one of theirs or the first one?
I think they occasionally produce these PDFs versions of their blog. And so this is another one. I guess it's a collection of their mining focused articles.
Okay.
More of an introduction. Like Mining 101 articles. So here's some other books that they have. The Mining Heat Reuse one. I think that was another recent one too.
That's cool.
Yes, Marty did the forward for it. And Siggy's been getting into pleb mining. Last week we talked about the Canon, I think 3S that he purchased and started using. And he said it's a pretty good intro. He said it's a very basic intro, and he only recommends it for very beginnery people.
Oh, I remember that.
But yeah, he liked this snippet that was in there, which has circulated quite a few times.
Have you ever really looked up Ford, like as far as like everything, like some of the sayings that he has said? I was telling Teresa about one earlier today.
Yeah.
He has this great quote. I don't want to screw it up. I'll probably screw it up, but it basically talks about I forget it. Anyway, so much. I feel like he had such a wealth of knowledge that just most people don't know. Did you know he tried to make a flying car?
I believe it. I mean, he's a very successful businessman, and probably it seemed, got very ambitious and, seemed very dedicated to doing a variety of things. I mean, I think he was purchasing land in South America for rubber, and I think he was Fordlandia is this thing in Brazil where he was planning to do build a city, like a like a sort of a factory city, and there are books written about it. You can go visit it. I think it got somewhat created. But yeah, a really interesting figure. Yeah, and part of the story, Ford's story that might be interesting for people is like hearing his early story and how righteously he was failing for a long time before succeeding.
Do you know how he sold his first car?
I do not.
So he was able to surprise people because there was this vehicle that went fast, and he couldn't match the amount of speed that went. But he said that he was going to be able to beat it in like so many days or whatever. And he literally jumped in the car himself, and it was like so dangerous to do, and he like beat it in actual speed, and that put Ford on the map as far as like a vehicle. And it was just that one like saying you can't do something. He did it, and then he was the first. I forget how the story goes, but it's been a while since I've looked it up. But
another interesting anecdote about cars is I guess some of the earliest cars before Ford, I think they actually put fake horse heads on the front of them to make people feel more comfortable.
Oh no!
Yeah, driving them around because they were so used to a horse and buggy that they put horse heads on the front just to feel normal. But that died out because as things do that are just kind of emotional cope.